Hello and welcome to Handyman Stan and Sam Build a Van. Today's episode, I have my friend Sam helping out, and she's going to be working out here with the sander and the plywood that we're using for the countertops. Now this plywood is pretty cool. It's on the top ply and bottom ply. It's got an oak ply on it, so it's really nice. It's going to look pretty good once she sands it a little bit. And then we're going to have her stain it as well. But before we stain it, we're going to use a veneer. And this is an edging veneer. And so this, where's my camera? There it is. This here is a very thin piece with glue on the backside. So we're going to cut it to shape, or cut it to length, and then iron it onto the sides of the board. And then that will also stain as well. So it should look really nice. It'll look like it's a solid piece of oak, but it's actually plywood on the inside. So there we go. That's what's happening today. So let's get to it. All right, another cool tool moment. So I've got this thing here, and it kind of looks like a harmonica, I guess you'd say. But each of these individual pieces are individual tines. And so if you take it and push it down on something, it will reveal its shape. Now these are really good for doing something kind of nifty. And I'm just getting fancy right now and just being, you know, a little over the top. But what I can do is I can take this tool and push it in against the wall here, like this, and see how it gives me the shape of the wall. And so then I could take that and I'm going to move it. I'll show you again. Here we are on the piece of wood, and I can take this shape and trace it onto the wood, and now that I've done it, I've got a nice shape of what that corner looks like. Now, I've done it in reverse because the bottom side here is the good side, but that's the shape I need to cut out to kind of fit into that corner. Do I need to do this? No, not really. Am I just being fancy for doing it? Yeah, I'm just kind of having fun for a moment right now. But I kind of wanted to make it look good, and instead of just making a single L cut in there, I'm kind of trying to make it fit as nice as possible, because that's what I do. I try to make things look good. And so, all right, back to watching Sam do that stuff over there, because I got to get this done so I can get it to her, so she could do this to that board, do that to this board. Yeah. Anyways, back to Sam. Hello, we're back. So what Sam is doing right now is she has given them a little bit of a sand, especially along the edges, and then she's added the veneer strip on the sides that will be visible. But if you notice, I don't know if I get a little bit of a shadow on it or something, but the trim sticks out. The trim is bigger than the wood, which is fine. That's as intended. So right now she's taking a razor blade and going down the edge and trimming it down. And so in that way it'll look all nice and pretty. And then what I just tested is the wood conditioner. So this wood here has the veneer on the edge there. And then we've done the conditioner on this side. That side is not conditioned. And so This one's also not conditioned. So you can see the difference. This isn't the stain. This is just a conditioner. This gets it ready for stain, and so the stain will absorb better when it's time to stain here in a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and get these ready. She's gonna keep going with that, and then this will be next for her. I'm starting to cut out the frame for the drawers for under the bed is what I'm working on. So what you've been watching me do is build some drawers back here. This is the bottom of the drawer, and this is the front and the side. So what I did is I cut them to size. So this is the sides of the drawer, and this is the front and back of the drawer. And I've cut a groove in it. Can't get a cool shot down the groove, but that's fine. I've cut a groove in it, so much like you would find in an IKEA drawer or something along those lines. What happens is this piece here, which is the bottom, slides in to this track like that. There we go. And then I'll do this as the back. So this slides in on this side. It's a little finicky, but that's all right. It'll work. So that slides in like that. And then you'll have a long side and a front side. You do need to drill 3 pocket holes per connection. So 3 here, 3 there, 3 there, 3 there. So 9 total on the drawer to hold it together nice and solid. But that's what I've been working on. And over on the other side, Sam is still working on getting the edging around. And we're going to start with the wood conditioner very soon. And so we'll flip over to that camera angle now.
Alright, so I have trimmed the edges of the veneer, and now I'm just ensuring with the iron that there's good adhesion between the edges and the board, so that, you know, it's not going to start peeling off, hopefully. So
Sam here is getting ready to head out. I've only got her for half the day, and half the day's done, so she's on her way up. But
I will be here tomorrow.
Yes! So. Yay!
Yeah.
She got quite a bit done, and I think I'll maybe get a little further on that. I may save tomorrow for staining for those.
Yeah, these need to be conditioned, and then that one's ready for staining. That's the only one. But yeah, then I can be here for staining tomorrow.
Yay! And so I'm going to cut out some more stuff for her to get ready to stain. And yeah, that's the plan. So,
all right,
back to it. So one of the reasons why I love doing this video and you watching it, because you guys comment down below or on my Facebook page, and from those comments, John commented a few days ago about an LED dimmer. And sure enough, I just got it. It just arrived from Amazon, and I just installed it. And there is full bright, and I can adjust the brightness all the way down to just about nothing. And it works perfectly. So solved my problem. I'm going to put a 3-way switch in front of this, which should just work just fine. So she could turn it on and off here and turn it on and off and back. I guess technically she could turn it off from the dimmer and back, but I'd like her to be able to set the brightness and then have a switch to turn it off and back, and also a switch here. So in that way she can just have the brightness that she wants. But problem solved. I like when they're easy like that, and I appreciate that you guys are commenting and sharing your thoughts on the process as well, because stuff like this really paid off. Saved me a whole bunch of digging. So that is tested, not in place, but it's at least tested. And what I'm working on right now is I'm working on the sheeting, the front sides or the outsides of things right now, because tomorrow I'm going to have Sam stain them. And so I need to get a jump on what Sam will be staining, what she'll be working on. And so that's kind of what I'm doing right now, is, you know, getting one step ahead of what I'm going to give her tomorrow. So that's where I'm at. Right now I'm working on the toilet surround. I've got the back, and I might have the doors. I'm using a very thin piece of wood for the front sides of these, and it might be too thin for a cabinet door for that. I think it'll be just fine for cabinet doors here. Especially I'm going to add some trim around it to beef it up a little bit. But for something like the toilet, I think I might need to do something better for that. So I'm still thinking. But that's where I'm at. And so that's what I'm doing right now. Back to doing that. Well, there we go. I got quite a bit done today. The hyperlapse stopped at some point. I don't know where, but it did stop at some point. I have all these pieces cut and some others around here. The toilet surround, I have all the pieces cut, and the refrigerator surround, I have all those pieces cut, and I have quite a few other pieces throughout the van cut. Tomorrow, Samantha's going to be staining those for me, and then I may just be installing those and getting those out of the way. So that's what's ahead of me. We still have the electrical that we need to do, and solar and all that. I think that's going to be 2 episodes from now. I don't think I'm going to touch. We might start a little bit late in the evening at the end of the next video, just kind of laying it out a little bit. But I don't think we're going to do too much tomorrow as far as electrical goes. But tomorrow is getting a lot of the facing done. And so then it's ready to go. I need to finish off this box here. And I did want to do a door in the back. But that's all stuff for tomorrow. Today, we got quite a bit done. Sunday will probably just be some finish off work and plumbing, and yeah, it depends on, you know, I may have quite a bit of help on Saturday, and so we might be able to get quite a bit done. Might actually be ahead of schedule. Who knows? That would be a surprise. But anyhow, that's the end of this video. That's all speculation. Right now, click like. Click subscribe, share this video, and if you can, please donate to the GoFundMe. We would appreciate it very much. This is not a cheap thing to do, especially, like I've said, how we're doing it, that we're using good woods to be able to stain, and so that's where we're at. All right, that's all for today, and I will see you tomorrow on the next one. Okay, so we need to stop that. So
I'm gonna probably stain and stuff.
Yep, and now Mom walks into the shot.